What up, guys? It's Jake and Sky here, co-host of R.S.T. It is what it is. We got two special guests with us.
Autumn.
Josh.
All right, guys, with the elections less than 1 month away,
Oh, yeah.
a bombshell has been dropped. The Republican candidate, and it turns out he is somewhat of a misogynist by saying some comments that will come up in just a moment. But let's ask first, is everybody registered to vote?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, I still gotta get there. Bear with me.
It's all right.
It's all right. Good.
Well, I don't want to ask any affiliations or anything like that. That's a personal choice. That's up to you when you're in the booth. But let me ask you this. Is your candidate's personal life something that affects your decision when you go into the booth?
Personally not, but I'm hoping that they do right for the country. So, to me, I feel like it's not really a personal thing. Like, I hope, whatever they're saying, I'm hoping they really do make something better for America, because I mean, like, that's really what we need now. So, but right now there's a lot of goofballs going on, so I don't know. I'm still deciding which one I want to pick. So
I would say it definitely matters, because somebody that has more power and they're already doing messed up things with the power they have in that moment, it doesn't spell disaster. I mean, just look at the whole September 11 incident, you know?
Well, I think, yeah, their personal decisions, I guess their personal actions would help consider what my decision is on picking the president. I guess I look at a person's character. I guess their character a lot could determine, I guess, the decisions that they make as a president. That's what I think. It might not. So.
I feel like that. I feel like they, like she said, their character really judges instead of really more personal, I guess, because I mean, we're not really in their personal life. I mean, but we hold them to a higher standard, of course. I mean, if you look at a regular job, you look at your boss at a higher than you'll look at just another employee, because I mean, he's over you. I mean, you're a president, you're over the country. I mean, this is technically yours. You're managing the country.
yeah, you better be doing right.
So it's like I mean, you don't really care what your manager do when he go home, but when it come to go with work, you want to make sure your manager doing his job. So that, I mean, at the end of the day, they gonna get the job done. That's really, I say, really counts. And their character really.
Are they gonna really get the job done? Shoot.
So I'm hearing character counts, right?
Yeah.
Character counts. So let's talk about this. They say years ago, Bill Clinton they put him up for impeachment because he, as we all know, this whole thing with Monica Lewinsky and his semen on her dress, and he got his rocks off in the White House, and now Donald Trump's making this big deal because when all this stuff came out, Hillary Clinton, they say she defended him and shamed the other women and slandered the other women. First, I want to ask, is what she did wrong, or did she do what a wife is supposed to do by standing by her man until she knew 100% that what was going on was true? Is that what a wife is supposed to do because she took vows with him? Or is what she did wrong by going against these women who came out and said, look, your husband did this and it was wrong and he's the president?
Wait, so what's the question?
Was she wrong in, because when it came out, Hillary said Monica Lewinsky, you know, is a liar, this didn't happen. Bill didn't do this with her. She's a slut, and she said a lot of bad things about everybody who said they did things with Bill. But then it was found out later that it happened. But when it came out, she protected her man. Was she wrong, or did she do what a wife is supposed to do?
I feel like that she did what she was. I mean, kind of what she was supposed to do. She stood by her man. You know, that's her husband. At the end of the day, like they took vows, they gonna be there forever.
But but like he was saying, she said all these, you know.
But I mean, she did it the wrong way.
As a president, supposedly you running for, you know, to be on top. I think you got to choose your words right? I mean, like you got to have really good English, knowing what words to use and in front of people. You can't just be going out there just saying that she a slut and all this extra stuff, especially if you're trying to, you know, you're supposed to be proving your character. If your character's like that, we don't want you here. I don't want you.
I mean,
damn sure don't want you. I'm sorry.
That is true.
You done calling people slut.
At the time, she wasn't running for president.
Oh, she wasn't.
She was a wife.
She was a
first lady. So yeah, that was her main.
She was okay. Then yeah, she was. Then she was doing good. I mean, I say she was doing good. But if you do bring it back and you think about that, I mean, like she was in the wrong just for saying them type of words to somebody. So
I mean, I feel like she shouldn't have said those things.
Yeah.
But I mean,
she was it's
still normal life. It's still her normal life. What would you expect if you?
Yeah, I mean, like I would want my wife to do that too. I mean, like
it's like she did a good job at that time, but maybe she didn't take it. She didn't.
Yeah, she kind of went overboard.
The right way.
Yeah.
she should have just put it on the back burner a little bit. You know, be silent.
Yeah, she could have. Yeah, she didn't have to say all the extra stuff. I guess.
I'm asking you sit next to your man.
Well,
he's president of the United States. Some nobody, one of his secretaries come out and say he did this, and now you know he's the president, so everybody gonna come at him with something like that. You know, it could be anybody. You know, so what do you do?
Well, to say about what Hillary Clinton did, in my opinion, she didn't. I don't think she should have said the things that she said, but she's not really right or wrong because she was the victim in that whole situation because her husband still did that to her.
What would you have done initially?
Initially, I wouldn't have said anything. I would, if somebody came to me and said something like that, I would go to my husband first and I would ask him. I wouldn't go on the, you know, media or whatever and talk about the girl. I don't even know who she is. You know, I don't know what went down with her and my husband. I would go to him and I would ask him and I would have to trust what he says and I would have to go off of that.
But you do know you live your life on television. They're going to shove a mic in your face the minute you walk out your office.
Yeah, I would try to find a way to say as little as possible if it was me. I wouldn't go out and say and make comments about that girl. I don't even know her and stuff like that. That's who I am.
Don't go under pressure. You know, type of thing. Don't be.
I said she did the right thing as a wife, as a woman would do for any, you know, somebody she loves or whatever. But at the same time, she did compromise and, you know, turned the potential situation worse by saying what she did say. Since she represents the other presidents have, you know, she still has some power. But you know.
So now it's come out. They found out it was true. Bill went through all that stuff. And now it's being used against her by Trump. He's dogging her, saying you were a bad person. Look what you did. You shamed those women when you should have been supporting those women, you know, and all this other stuff. And now it comes out that Donald Trump, who took the high road, he's found out that he's riding the bus on his way to Access Hollywood, and he's talking about how he is the man, and he's out here trying to commit adultery on his wife. Talking about how, I tried to go with this woman, but she turned me down. So he's not a good guy either. You know, so, and this is before he's even in office. And he's saying, I'm out here, and excuse my language, I know we keep it like it is, it's real talk. He said, I'm out here, I kiss beautiful women, I grab their pussies, and he's just letting it all hang out, talking about women's breast, the woman that's about to interview him, saying all kinds of bad things about her before he's even stepping off the bus, and then he steps off the bus and talks to her like he's a gentleman. Oh, hey, how you doing? Hey, you know, this is before he's president.
You ain't president now. You ain't gonna be
of
president.
course.
You ain't gonna be president.
What has any man in power done? Put up the good talk, tell the soldiers to fight the good fight, but behind closed doors, you never know. Because what happens is a thin line between business and personal life.
True that.
And with that kind of power, you can get it twisted real quick, I say.
I mean, like for me, I feel like I'm like, you kind of set it out there on media, and it's on, you know, out there to, what is it? It's already out on social media. So, I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like he ain't gonna make it too far with that. So, I'm like, right now, I feel like Hillary is gonna be on top just because of that. I'm like, that's a lot. You said that out there. I don't know, Donald. You ain't making America great right now. You ain't doing good right now, bro.
I would hope that people would change their minds about him after hearing that. People that, you know, are pro-Trump. I would hope they would change their mind about that.
We're going to make America great.
What do you say to the women who are still, because there are women who are defending him right now. What are they saying to the younger generation of women by defending him? Is it that it's all right to sexually assault? Because grabbing a woman in their genitalia, that's sexual assault as I see it. Yeah. And he said, I can get away with it because I'm rich, because I'm famous. What your vote and your support for him, what do you think that's saying to other women out there?
It's kind of saying like, you have, like, if you don't, it's kind of saying like you don't matter. As long as somebody got money, you should be with that person, which is not true. It's like you have to have self-worth to know that, okay, that's not okay. Like, you have to, I guess somebody would have to teach you that. You just don't grow up knowing that. Somebody would have to teach you that, like your mom or, you know, your grandma, you know, a mentor, somebody would have to teach you that. But I guess women voting for a man like that is telling girls that, you know, guys can do whatever they want to you, and it's all right if they got money. It's not.
One last part, I gotta say it to you because you're the only woman on the panel. That's your man right next to you. He's called his wife on numerous occasions in public a hot piece of ass.